Hello, everyone, and welcome to our webinar, How to Connect and Manage Your Social Media in Constant Contact. Thank you all for joining. I hope you're having a great start to your day so far. Now, before we do dive into our session today, I wanted to let you know about all the tools that we do have available to get your online marketing on track. We have tools for creating great looking email marketing campaigns, easy to use email automation and welcome emails, list growth tools to help you to grow your list, digital ads for Google, Facebook, and Instagram to help you to find new customers and even build your email list that way. There's also the ability to stay on top of your social media efforts. You can create posts and reply to your social messages as well, and that's what we're going to be going over today. We also have our SMX text marketing, which you can add onto your plan in order to expand your marketing reach even further. And also our events platform that will allow you to promote and manage your events and so much more. We have all these great tools, features, and our expert guidance you need to help you to succeed all in one place. So let's dive into today's session. Now, as a small business, you might have heard that you need to be on social media in order to grow your business. However, the thought of which channels to be on and how to effectively engage people in order to get results can feel a little overwhelming. We know as a small business, you don't have a lot of time or resources to keep up. Our social media marketing management tools make it easy to manage, schedule content, and keep up with all the replies on your pages, saving you time and simplifying this process. And today we're going to be looking at the available social media management tools that Constant Contact has to offer in order to help you to be more successful with this part of your marketing plan. Now, before we do dive in any further, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Candy. I'm a personal marketing specialist here with Constant Contact. I've been with the company over 16 years now. It'll be 17 in July. So I've seen it all from the two products that we started with the plethora of products that we have today. So I'm super excited to bring my experience to the session. So let's dive right in. Now, who's currently using social media for their business? Go ahead and let me know in that Q&A tab. And for those who are using it, which social platforms are you currently on? Go ahead and share that in that Q&A tab with me, please. All right, let's see here. So we have Crystal's Facebook and Instagram. We have Walter is on LinkedIn. We have Steven on Facebook and Instagram. See, Janae is Facebook and Instagram. We have Mark is on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, all three. Okay. And let's see, and Caitlin is on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Okay. Luis is Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Beautiful, beautiful. So as some of you might have already experienced already, finding the time and the resources to manage your social media efforts can be a bit challenging, but it doesn't have to overwhelm you. I can't stress that enough. It does not have to overwhelm you. If you're just getting started on social media for your business, keep in mind that you do not need to be on every single site right away. So we suggest starting with one or two platforms to use on a regular basis. That way you can start to learn what works best for your audience, and then you can extend that knowledge to use on those other platforms after you figured out what works for your business and what doesn't work. Now, it's important to understand that each social channel is different. And ideally, you want to choose social platforms based on the customers that you're trying to reach, what your business goals are, and the personality of your brand. So let's take a look at how to best use each of these different platforms. So Facebook is one of the biggest platforms out there. It's the best place for businesses whose goals are to promote brand awareness, generate leads, or to retarget audiences that have already engaged with their brand. Facebook is also best for getting link clicks, word of mouth awareness, and event registrations. It also provides a great opportunity to engage with your customers through responding to comments and messages. Now, you can take advantage of some of the platform's features like the event calendar to extend your reach, the fundraising tools for your nonprofit, and live videos. Help your followers get to know your business through photos and recorded videos as well. And Facebook is a low volume, high value network, so you're going to want to aim for quality content versus quantity. You don't want to be posting too frequently as that could frustrate your followers. So we suggest posting a minimum of 3 times per week and no more than 7 times a week. Now, Instagram is very much a brand building platform. You need to have lots of high quality images and videos in order to generate foot traffic, word of mouth, and engagement through likes and comments. Instagram provides you with an opportunity to gain engagement and organic growth from hashtags, its discover pages, and location tools. So if you have a brick and mortar business, like say a restaurant, for an example, customers can take pictures of their meal and post that to their own feed, tagging your business and therefore creating that word of mouth exposure. So you want to encourage your customers to share photos from your business to Instagram through a contest, or you can offer a promotion or a discount for those who tag your business in their feed. And you want to share behind the scene photos and videos of photos or of all your products, right? And you want to ask your audience what their favorite product is or what they want to learn more about from your business. And respond to questions and engage in the conversation in the comments of your post. You could even do live videos on Instagram for a live Q&A or updates on your business. And when it comes to frequency, a good goal with Instagram would be to post once a day, but a little more or less is not going to significantly hurt your engagement. So you want to aim for at least 5 to 7 times a week on Instagram. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn, you're going to want to take a different approach. While the other platforms are focused on personal interest, LinkedIn is primarily a professional network-driven platform, a low-volume, high-value network. This is a place that you want to be to connect with other businesses and potential clients if you're a business-to-business. And it's a must for your social media marketing strategy if you are a business-to-business company like software providers, luxury goods, and professional services. On this platform, you're going to want to make sure that your content doesn't dominate the feed, but that you're sharing content relevant to your business and industry. You're going to want to post links to articles and events, share case studies, news, tips, and best practices. So you want to aim for more formal and technical content, and you're going to want to post a minimum of 3 times a week and a maximum of 5 on LinkedIn. Now, in order to be effective on all these different sites, it's important to gain and grow your following. Now, in order to do that, we do recommend asking your email list, right? So if you already have an audience that you're already communicating with through email, you have the perfect opportunity to have them engage with you even more. You could send out an email specifically promoting your social media pages, and you want to give them the value for following you. And of course, make sure to add the social media icon to your email. Just to make sure you're providing an easy way for them to click to your sites. And you can run a contest, giving away a prize for reaching a certain amount of followers. And you can let them know that the most up-to-date information and news is found on social media, and that by following you, they're going to be in the know for everything that's going on real time. You can also ask in person. If you're a brick and mortar business, you can hang up signs or flyers promoting your social media. And you can also ask your customers to tag you in any post about your business or products. And search for people near you or by related hashtags and follow them. Facebook and Instagram allow you the ability to use hashtags in your post and then search by that hashtag. And you'll also want to include your own hashtags as well. So before using a hashtag, do a search to make sure that others who do use that hashtag are ones that you want associated with your business. And find businesses similar to yours and see what hashtags that they're using. Now, no matter what social media platforms that you're using, the goals will be the same in order to keep those followers engaged. You don't want to post the same exact thing on every channel, but the content can be similar with just a few tweaks. There are 3 main goals that you should implement in your social media marketing strategy. The first is awareness. Social media allows new prospects to discover your business, but first you need to make sure that you're active and can be found. So you want to let your audience know that you're there by sharing helpful or interesting content that your audience can engage in by liking, commenting, and sharing. Next is customer service. If a customer receives good customer service, they're more likely to recommend your business and tell people about their experience. Now, the same can be said if they have a poor experience. You can be sure they're going to be talking about it because they want to be heard. So responding and engaging with feedback shows your followers that you care about your customers. And finally, you want to drive action. So ultimately, this is your main goal. You want them to do something, to take action. So don't be afraid to ask your audience to take the action that you want them to take in order to meet your marketing goals. So let's take a look at some suggestions and examples in implementing these three approaches. Now, there are several things that you can do to generate awareness about your business on social media. So you can let your followers know about your other social media pages and the content that you post there. You can share your expertise. You can provide useful resources such as white papers, how-to videos, articles, or other resources from your industry that would be useful and relevant. Share your story by featuring employees or volunteers or stories of the impact of donations to your organization or your cause. And you can share photos of people using your products or attending your events. And let people know about your specials or announcements. And you can also share videos about new programs that you're running or updates or news. Now, here's an example from a community pet center on Facebook. They shared a photo of a dog available for adoption with a link for people to learn more about the adoption process with this organization. So as you can see, a very short and sweet message and a great image. I mean, that would catch my attention anyway. Even whether I'm adopted or not, that would definitely catch my attention, that cute doggy. All right, so customer service is an extremely important strategy on social media. It's important to show that you care about the customer experience and appreciate their business. Now, in order to do that, you could do things like simple enough responding to their questions, right? And providing additional resources. Engage with those taking the time to thank you. Stay active in those comments. And reply to messages and customer issues. And you want to thank customers for leaving a positive review and respond to the negative reviews with a solution to help the customer. Don't just ignore them or delete them. Acknowledge it and provide a solution for them. Now, here's an example from an auto shop. One of the customers commented on a Facebook post, leaving a positive comment. The shop replied, thanking them for their positive feedback and their loyalty. Super simple. You don't have to get into a whole big novel. You're just acknowledging them. Now, the most important goal for social media is to drive action. This is your ultimate goal because this is how you grow your business by driving traffic to your website, getting registrations for events, growing your email list, and so much more. So some things that you can do are post a sign-up form and offer something in return for customers joining your email list. You could promote a product or a service by sharing a link to your website to provide more information. Link to your latest blog article to drive traffic. And let followers know how to take advantage of special offers. And you could run a contest to encourage engagement. So one great example of this is from a restaurant who posted about a Mother's Day special. They encouraged the followers to bring in their mothers in on Mother's Day and offer them a special 30% discount. So Constant Contact has social media tools that you can save you time while accomplishing these goals. You're going to be able to get the word out about your business and share your Constant Contact campaigns on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Alrighty, so now I'd like to log into a live Constant Contact account to show you all these features and tools that will help you to stay on top of your social media marketing efforts and engage with your followers. So let me go ahead and jump in a live account here. Alrighty, so I'm in Constant Contact. And what we're going to do is on your left-hand side, you're going to just go to, if this is closed, you want to just open up channels and then just click here to go to social. Now, this is going to be where we're going to create those posts geared towards awareness, customer service, and driving action. And there are options to create and schedule the post as well as view analytics from this main page. So the very first thing that we need to do before we can start posting, if you haven't already done it, is we need to connect our social media pages. So what we're going to do is go over here and click on accounts. Now, mind you, your page may look a little different than this one. This is an account that we use frequently and we add and remove it constantly. but it's going to be the same process for you. So what you'll do is go to accounts, and then I'm going to start with Facebook. So if I click on connect Facebook, it's going to prompt me to log into my first personal Facebook page. That is okay, because your business page is connected to your personal page. So if you're an admin to many accounts, it's going to generate and it's going to bring those all up. So when you get this, what you're going to do, let me show you here. So this personal account has these two pages connected with it. This is my Facebook, and this is the Instagram that's coming up here. So if you're an admin to many different accounts, it'll show you all of them here. So what you'll do for each page, what you're working on, which account, is you're just going to select them and then add selected. Now, most of you might only have the one, but I do have several clients that do manage different accounts, so they might have more than one. So I just want to show you that anything that you're an admin on will just come right up here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hit done. So when you do yours, the step that you're not seeing on here is it's going to prompt you to agree to the terms and conditions, basically. So just go through the steps to agree into it. And once you agree to have them connect, then they'll be connected. And they'll always be on here. You won't need to keep doing it unless it disconnects, or unless you change your password, then it will prompt you to re-sign in. So now I have these done, I'm able to create my post. So what we're going to do is come on up here where it says create a social post. I'm going to click on that. And then I am going to click on here and do my Facebook and my Instagram. So you do have to select each one separately. Now, because each platform works a little differently, we do need to create a variation and create slightly different posts for each site. So what we're going to do is click on here where it says edit each platform separately. And you can see the one that you're underlined here, which is Facebook. I'm going to start on this one. So what we're going to do is come down here, and I'm going to have AI write me a message. So I'm going to click on AI Writer. If you have your own message, you can absolutely put it in there. But if you wanted to take advantage of this feature, it is here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to have it be as an announcement. I'm going to change my tone to enthusiastic. And I'm going to give them a prompt. So let me go grab my prompt that I have already written up. All right. So what we're going to say in here is write a social media post inviting our audience to a yoga class and ask them to comment with their favorite post. So we're going to be doing a post for my yoga studio. Okay. So then once I have that message in there, I'm going to hit create. And then it gives me a couple of different options here. So let's see which one I'm going to use. And this AI content generator does add hashtags, but we can also add our own onto it. So we can keep these and then add in some more. Let's see. I like this one. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to select it, and I'm going to insert as a caption. And let's see. So here's my message. And if I want to add some more hashtags, I can. So we're going to create a group for a hashtag. So what I'm going to do is come here and click on hashtags. And I already have a hashtag group in here, so I'm going to select it. So if you want to create more groups, you just click on create a new group or create a group and then add your own hashtags in it. So basically what you can do is, so you don't have to keep coming in here and typing them in, you just select it here and go add selected. And then it adds them right in here. If you wanted to add in more, you can do that. But again, if you use the same hashtags over and over, I would just click on hashtags, create a group, and then you have that in there. So hashtags allow groups to quickly add and search for people. So in this case, those that are interested in yoga could find our post. And the hashtags that I've searched for ahead of time to make sure that posts that are using these hashtags relate to my business. So these are very basic: yoga love, find your flow, yoga poses, yoga life. But if you're using different ones before you start using them, just make sure you do a check on them and they're relevant to your business and people who use that are, again, you want associated with you. So now we're going to add an image. So Posts with images do get more engagement. So I'm strongly recommending you have an image with all of your posts. You don't want it to get lost by just having text. So we're going to come in here, and then I'm going to click on this image here, and I'm going to add an image. So this one, let's see, I'm going to do a yoga pose. So there's a black here. There's a black and white one that I like. So that's my Facebook one. Okay. So that's in there. And you can also, if you have videos, you could put a reel on Facebook and Instagram. It can help engage your audience. And TikTok is also a very much, obviously, a video-driven platform. So if you wanted to do that, you could do video. You just click on that and search for your MP4. If you have Vimeo connected, you can put a Vimeo in here as well. So these are fun to do. Videos get people's attention. It keeps them on that post longer. So it does help grow and show this out to more people. So if you have the option, do a video. You're not able to have an image and a video because the video does populate an image. So it's one or the other. So we're going to use an image for this one. All right. So now we're going to go on to Instagram. So I'm going to click on Instagram. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have AI Writer write something for me. And this one, I'm going to do a reminder. And let's see. And we're going to say the same message, but let's see what it comes out with something different for us. And we're going to change our tone to approachable. So now I've selected the type of post that I want to do. My tone is approachable, and I put my message in here of what I wanted to create. Then I'm going to click on create, and let's see what it comes up with. All right, so let's see. So now I have ready to stretch and unwind. Join our yoga class and let us know your favorite post. I like that one. So I'm going to choose this one. And I'm going to insert it as a caption. Now, if you don't like any of these, you could load new results here and see what it says. Let's see. I'm going to insert it as a caption. And I'm also going to do hashtags. And I'm just going to use the same ones. And add selected. And again, we do need an image in here. So I'm going to put an image. And we want to choose different images so that it appeals to different audiences. And we don't want to be posting duplicates, images on different platforms, especially if somebody is following you on more than one place. You want to make sure that it looks different. Slightly different, same idea, just slightly different. So I'm going to click on that. Now, because Instagram is very much a brand building platform, it has high quality images, I'm going to go with a color image so it really pops on that page. Okay, so there's that one. So now I have everything done. I have my Facebook done. I have my Instagram done. I have my hashtags are in here. I'm ready to post this. But one last thing before I do post it, I'm actually going to give this a name. I forgot to do that part. So if we come up to the very top, we could click on that little pencil right here, and we're going to give this a name. Only because it makes it so much easier to find under your social tab. So you're not just looking at untitled social post, created a date. I'm going to just say yoga class and today's date. So today is 1/20, already January 20th, and I'm going to save that. All right, so now I'm ready to go to continue and post this. So if I come over here, go to continue. And then I'm going to go ahead and it's on post now. It shows you what you're posting. And then I'm going to come right over here. You can view them here, see what they kind of look like, and then post now. And now that is posting. Now we can do under the channel manager on the right, this channel manager does allow you to add multiple marketing channels to your campaign. So you can add an email, SMS text message, or additional social media post. And this will allow you to quickly and easily plan your content ahead of time for future posts. So if I want to create additional posts for the next week's class, for example, I can do that right from this panel. So I'm going to go over here and add more. Let me get rid of this. We're going to add more right up here. And I'm going to have my same prompt. And I'm going to hit create. I'm just going to do this for social. And then it gives me some examples here. I'm going to go ahead and add this one. And then I'm going to add my profiles up here. And I'm not going to change it on this one just for saving time. But again, just go through the steps. You can edit each one separately. You can change out your images, add some more content to it, but it gives you a new look and new image for you already. And then we can add our hashtag group. So I'm going to click on hashtags. I'm going to add my group, add selected. So that's in there. And then we're going to, let's see, I'm going to show you how to edit an image in the text if you need to on here. So I'm going to show you how to edit an image. So if you wanted to change this image up, if there was something wrong with it, or you need to crop it or whatever it might be, you just come on the image right here and go to that little pencil. If I click on that, like maybe I think this is too wide, I'm going to change it up. So if I come over here to this transform button, I can then change it. I come down here and go post. It'll give me a different size. If I wanted to say add a sticker on it, I could do, let's see. I'm just pick one. I'll pick this one. And then I could make it smaller and I can add it in here and then export it. I mean, that doesn't make sense with this one, but just to kind of give you an idea what you can do with it. And there it is on my image. Okay. All right, and Layla, you do have a question. I'm going to hold that on for a second so I can go over that with you, and I'll go over her question in 1 second. Okay, so now that I have that in here, we're going to schedule this post out. So I'm going to go to continue, and I'm going to schedule it for a week later. And I'm going to click here for schedule this for later. And then I'm going to click on this date and time. And we're going to post it next Tuesday. And let's see, I'm going to do this one at 12:45. And it will go on those pages. And then I come over here and I click on schedule. And hit done. All right, so now we can actually come over here. Since the post is live and it went out, we can actually check it and see if there's any like reporting on here. So if I click on it, you can see you'd be able to go right to reporting. I mean, obviously this is a test account, but there are some things on here that you can take a look at. This one has some posts already on here and some views. And if I wanted to see this one, I could click on it. Let's see if it brings it up. And here's my post. And there's the messages on that actual live post. Now, if we wanted to go in here and let me find my webinar. Hold on, sorry. Let me bring this back up. So if we wanted to be able to like comment back, I'm going to get to that point. We're going to go ahead and see. I want to check and see because I know there was some issues with our inbox. I'm just going to take a quick look and see if it's in here. All right, I'm going to close out of here. I'm going to go to social. Yeah, it's not reporting yet. Okay, so we're going to skip that for today. But once this is fixed, you're going to be able to go to our inbox and check out all the different messages and respond to them all in one spot. All right, so now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can share some campaigns. So not only does Constant Contact allow you to create, schedule, and manage the post, it also allows you to share your campaigns on social media. Now, all the emails that you've sent and any landing pages that you've created can also be shared to your social media through Constant Contact, allowing you to further your message and drive action from your customers. So we're going to share a landing page. So let's say that Jack's Fitness Studio is looking to grow their contact list for their email marketing, and they've created a sign-up landing page to allow their potential customers to subscribe to their email list. And in return, they're going to receive a 15% off discount. Now, this is something that they could share to their social media audience in order to convert those followers into subscribers. So we're going to come over here and go to channels, and we're going to come down here to landing pages. So again, if this is shortened, just open that up and go to landing pages. And then I'm going to go to Jack's Fitness right here. I'm going to click on the name of it. It's going to open that up so we can then make a post on it. So when I click on the name, it brings this up here. We can look at it, make sure it's the right one. And you can see the list that it's going to and all that good stuff. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on share. And it gives you a couple of different things. How are you sharing it? What are you doing? Well, we're going to share this on social. So I'm just going to select post on social. And I'm going to click up here to add my profile. Now, I'm only going to do this one to Facebook. As I mentioned earlier, Instagram is just like visuals and images. It doesn't allow for links in the body of the post. So we'd have to do that completely different. Whereas for Facebook, this would be a clickable link. They could click on it and it brings up that landing page. Same thing with LinkedIn. You could do it on LinkedIn as well. It's just Instagram is just for visual. It just doesn't allow links in there. Okay, so now that I have that in here, I am then going to put a message, and let's see. I already have something written up. I'm just going to go and copy it and put it in here. So I'm going to keep my link. I'm going to push that down a little bit. And I'm going to say, want to stay updated on new classes and save some money. Sign up for our email updates and receive 15% off your next class. So I have that in there. Then I'm going to shorten this link because that's just overbearing. It's taking up my whole post. So I'm going to just click on this and say shorten the link. So then it shortens it. Okay, and you can see that over here on the right. Then we're going to add an image. Because remember what I said, you want to add some good eye-catching images. Don't need the logo on here. They're on my page, so they already know it's me. I'm just going to add a nice visual image. So I'm going to click on the plus symbol here. And I'm going to say, yes, continue. It's basically saying it's going to remove the one that's there. Yes, I know. All right. And then I'm going to put one that shows class. So I like this one. I'm going to put that cycling club one in there. So it's showing a class. It makes sense. It's good. Now I just need to go to continue. And I'm going to schedule this out for a few days. So I'm going to click on schedule for later. And I'm going to do it Friday morning. So we'll do that. Okay, so then it's scheduled to go out Friday morning. And then I'm just going to go ahead and hit schedule. Now, since this is an ongoing goal for the business, this is something that we'd want to post on a regular basis. So I would suggest creating a few posts ahead of time and scheduling them out for future days with slightly different content to stay on top of this initiative. Now, in addition to landing pages, we can also share sent emails to social media. So let's say that Jack's Fitness Club has sent an email to their subscribers about an upcoming promotion that they also want to share with the social media audience. So I'm going to come back over, close out of here, go back over to my channel here, open this up, and I'm going to go to emails. And let's see. And this one is Jack's Fitness promo. Yep, it's right here. Let's see. We'll just use this one. Okay, so now on here, what we're going to do is I'm going to click on the name of it. Clicking on the name brings up the reporting statistic page with all this information. So then what we're going to click on here is share on social. So once I click on that, I am going to summarize it. This is the same thing we did on the other page, but it's on this main page when we first start off. So I'm going to keep it as default, but you do have those different options to change it here. And then I'm going to click on summarize. And then I'm going to say, I'll do this one. And then insert as a caption. And then it's going to replace the image. Yes, I know that. Replace it with that new image. And then I do need to add my profile. So I'm just going to do Facebook, again, because of the links. All right, so it doesn't really like the image, which is great for you to see. So we're going to change this image. So I'm going to click on that. Let's see. Let's find one with their bikes. Here we go. I'll just put this one in there. Actually, that one's a good one. And there's the image. Okay. So if you get that message, it's just saying that the image just wasn't a good image for the post, just pick a different one. All right. And then we would schedule it out. So I'm going to go to continue again. And I'm going to schedule this one for later. And we'll do it on Friday at noon and then schedule it out. And there is that. So now your constant contact plan does determine which of these features you have access to in your account. So in order to see a breakdown of your plan to either upgrade or downgrade, all you need to do is click on your name in the top right-hand corner and go to plans and pricing. And you'll be able to see what you have access to. And you also can check this out in our handout for more information, which is on the right-hand side of your page there that you're looking at right now. There is a handout on the webinar. So that's everything. So now that we looked at creating posts, managing and responding to them, you're going to see that in the inbox. That should be fixed soon. If not, just go right to your Facebook page and just comment to them there. We've also worked on sharing the lead generation landing page and sharing an email. So let's start to wrap up. Let me go ahead and bring this back up here. So remember, as you're getting started with social media marketing with Constant Contact, don't forget those 3 essential goals, which are for social media, which are awareness, customer service, and driving action. Now, also remember that each social channel is different. So ideally, you want to choose social platforms to use based on the customers that you're trying to reach, what your business goals are, and the personality of your brand. So start with one platform to use on a regular basis to learn what works best for you and your audience, and then extend that knowledge to use on other platforms. And finally, get started with Constant Contact social media tools to help you to save time and engage with your followers. Connect your pages today and start scheduling and replying to those posts right away. Now, also, don't forget we are here to help you. So whether you need help putting together your marketing plan with an expert, coming up with content, list growth strategies, or you just need someone to do the work for you, we have marketing services that can be personalized to fit your needs and goals. Your dedicated marketing expert will make it easy for you throughout the account setup process and beyond, as they work with you to strategize, to develop, and implement a successful marketing plan. Now, rates do start as low as just $60 a month. I'm going to go ahead and share a link for you. And I'm going to pin that right up to the top. Now, if you're on our website, under the professional services section, you're going to be able to see the different levels of service that we offer. And then from there, you can schedule a free service consultation to determine which level is right for you. All right, so now we're on to questions. So I'll get to that question that you had in 1 second. So please keep in mind that we do have a lot of people joining us today, and I'm going to do my very best to answer all your questions. If I don't get to your question, keep in mind that we do have a lot of resources to help you out, which I am going to go over in just a moment. Now, while everybody is typing in their questions, I want to let you know about our upcoming webinar called How to Grow Your List in Constant Contact. This session is great to learn how to use various forms and tools in your account to grow your list. We'll discuss why and how to build a permission-based list, how to entice people to sign up, like that promo that we did on the one that we just did going on Jack's Fitness, and how to use the forms and other sign-up tools in your account. So if you're unable to attend, please register for it anyway. That way we can send you out a free recording of the session that you can watch at your own time. So I'm going to put a pop-up in here as well, so you can take a look at that. Pin that up there. All right, and that is up there as well. All right, so let's see what questions we have. Let me go in here. And Layla has a question. My company Facebook page and Instagram are not connected. Is that a problem, or can I target each one separately? Do you recommend starting a new Instagram connected to the same Facebook page? So you do need to have them connected in your Constant Contact account. If you already have a good following on your Instagram, I don't know if I would definitely recommend creating one that's connected to the Facebook. Ideally, yes, you do want that, but it depends on your situation. If your Instagram has a lot of followers, it won't carry them over. You'd have to invite them all over. So I don't know if I would do that. I would just try to connect those two. And if it's not working for some reason, just reach out to our support team. They are pretty fantastic, and they can help you to troubleshoot what might be going on with the connection. And if you're not the primary person, whoever's the admin just has to go into your Constant Contact account and connect them. So I don't know if that's the situation. If you want to explain a little bit more, Layla, make sure I'm answering it correctly for you. All right, let's see what other questions are in here. Let's take a look. I know I saw some pop in. 1 second. I'm just looking. I just saw some in here. Let's see. All right. Let me see some question that I saw that I want to share. Okay, so there it is. I knew I saw that in here earlier. I was just looking for it. So Walter asked a question. You didn't mention anything about Twitter, X. Do you still connect there? So with their new API features, X and Constant Contact do not they don't talk to each other, so it doesn't connect. You can still post there, but it's something that you're going to manually have to post versus doing it in Constant Contact. So absolutely, if you have an X page, post there. You can grab the links, you can share them, like you can share your email, and I'll show you where to get that link, as well as if you're sharing a sign-up form, I'll show you where to grab that too. But some things to think about when you are posting on X, it's a very fast-moving, real-time, news-driven platform. So it's great for businesses and nonprofits that are tied to current events and run events on their own. So it does have a very strong customer service element to it. So it is a great place to engage in conversation with your followers. Just make sure to share news and updates from your business often, because it is such a fast-moving site. Also, don't hesitate to post curated content as well. So you want to make sure that you're sharing your information and relevant content frequently. Now, remember, it's a high volume, low value network, so you can share more here because of X's fast-paced nature. So we do recommend posting at least 1 to 3 times a day with X, and share content created by you or curated from other resources. Just make sure, Walter, that it's relevant of that message that you're posting out there. But yeah, let me show you how you can do that on here with getting those links. So I know that's come up a bunch with X. So let me go back into, let's see, where is my page? Here we go. I have too many tabs open here. Okay, so if you wanted to share your landing page and you're not doing it directly through Constant Contact, come over here and go under your channels and go right to landing pages. So when you click on this, I'll just click on the same one that I did earlier. This link right here is your landing page link. So you can use that link to post on your X page. If you wanted to shorten it, you can go to like tinyURL and shorten that link, or put it into like your bio section. I know a lot of my clients do like a link tree where they have a bunch of their different links under their bio section, so that when people do get prompted to go there, they will see something that has like all their links. They click on it, and then it will show everything that they're connected to on that page, like a sign up form, a Facebook page, an Instagram page, TikTok page, Pinterest, whatever it might be. It's all on that page. So instead of having all the different links, it just brings up like a big landing page that offers all of that. But this is that link for that. Now, say if you wanted to share your email, which is definitely a great thing to do. If you were to click right on the name of the email, this is one way to find it. And then you're going to go to details. When you click on details, this is your link for that email. So you don't really need to do tinyURL because it's already tiny. So that's the link that you would use, and it would bring up this email that you want to send out. But that's a great question, Walter. Thank you for that one. I'm glad I could answer that. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so Cheryl says, connecting a landing page for join our list looked good, yet the photo change out lost the sign up value to catch their attention. Was the initial join sign up image from a landing page? Yes. So if you wanted to use that, let me go back to the landing page. You could even create your own image on like Canva that talks about sign up for our newsletter right on that image. You could do something like that. But if I'm in here and I just come over, I'm on here, I come up to share. This is the landing page. Post on social. And I select Facebook. So you're talking about that because it has like sign up here. Yes, so that is good. And I'm trying to remember, does it take away that whole thing on there? Okay, yeah, it does. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you could definitely keep that there, because it does have it in that bottom section where it said sign up. So I think that's what you're talking about on here. But Cheryl, another great way to do it if you don't really like that image, and that's just bringing it over from your logo because that's what's on the landing page. So let me go back to landing page. So it's grabbing, oop, it brought it over here. It's grabbing this image from the logo. So it's just grabbing that. If it had a different image in there, it's going to grab a different image. But what I recommend is you can kind of get creative. It might not have it in that like bottom section where it says join now, but you could actually create a really nice image that has it right on that image. Hopefully that answered your question, but that was why it did that. All right, let's see what other ones we have. Okay, so Mary Ellen wants to know, should I really be using hashtags in my post? I haven't yet done that. Absolutely. I definitely recommend that. Now, I would make sure you do a search on hashtags, though, before using them. Don't just make them up. Make sure that other people who post with that hashtag are ones that you want aligned with your business and your intention. Now, hashtags are used slightly different for each platform. So you want to make sure that those differences are, addressed in there. So let me see if I have a FAQ on that. Let's see. Let me see if I have something in here that can kind of go over hashtags. Let's see what this one has. I think this is just adding in different hashtags. Just wanted to see if it gave you, and I have a different site that I'm going to give you in 1 second that I use for a lot of hashtags. This is just, yeah, this is a great link. So I'm going to put it in here. So let me open it up in a new tab. I'm going to grab that link. I'm going to put it in the main chat room. So if you all want to grab it, you can, but as well as putting a site that I use. Hopefully that worked in there for you. Let me go ahead and grab a site here. This is the site that I use, which is called Best Hashtags. So you can say, put it in your business. Like if you're a spa, you can write in hashtags for spa, and it will bring up some good hashtags on there for you. But another great way to do that, honestly, is by going to a competitor, like a big time competitor. Like if you're a spa, you can go to Med Spa and check out what they're doing and look at their hashtags and follow them. It's not copying, it's a form of flattery. So, I mean, if it's working for them, utilize it, put it on your page. So take a look at that. But great questions. Thank you. Let's see what else we have in here. Okay, so let's see. All right, so Caitlin is wondering, what is the best time to post on social media? So that's a tricky one, Caitlin, because every site is different and your audience is different. Everybody's audience is different. What I usually recommend is if you're sending out emails, look and see what's getting you the most traction. Like what is, okay, Cheryl, I'll answer that in 2 seconds. Sorry, it just popped up on my page. Go to your reporting. If you have an email that got incredible open rates, look at the time that they opened it. That's a good time and day, check on the day, to post on your social media. So when you find that sweet spot, so say 11:30 is the best time for you to do your post, and that's when you're getting a lot of attraction, just keep it at 11:30 each time. Keep it consistent. You want to make sure that you're on that regular basis so people expect it and they go looking for it and they see it. So try to be consistent with your posting. But that's definitely the best thing to do, is check out your email audience. Now, if you don't do a lot of email and you just mostly do in social media, check out that reporting. Check and see when you get the most engagement. If you have posts in there that's getting a lot of views and a lot of comments and likes, and then you have a post that's not getting as much, what's the difference? Could it be the content, but it could be the time in the day that you posted it. So look at that and use your reporting from your social media. But that's the best way to help it. And Cheryl wants to know, what is Tree Life? It's Linktree. So let me put that in here. Hold on. I'm going to share the link with you all. Just because it's spelled a little bit differently. Sorry, I just want to grab the right link. There it is. Here, let me grab this. I'm going to put this into the main chat room as well. There you go. And Cheryl, I just put that in there. Let me know if you see it. Another one is Campsite. So if you don't like Linktree and you want to go to Campsite, that's another really good one that we recommend. I have clients who use both, and I'm going to put both in there because they are good to see the differences. Let me grab that site. Oh, it looks like they're merging with a different company, so I'm not going to give you that one today. Linktree, I would just recommend doing Linktree. And it is easy to connect to. I just realized I didn't know Campsite was they're merging with another company, so it's in process. So I'm not going to recommend that one today. All right, so hopefully that helped you here. Let's see. Let me see if I see any more. And then if not, I'm going to leave it open. All right, let's see. I'm going to also put this article in here. This is another really good article I'm going to share with you all. There we go. And that's like it's a blog on posting on social media, like scheduling. So that's a great one to answer Caitlin's question. But I put it in the main room so you can all take a look at it if you like. All right. So I don't see any other questions coming through. I am going to leave the question window open. So if you do think of something, pop it in there. I'm just double checking here. Just pop it in there, but I am going to start to wrap up for you. But if you have it, I will absolutely help you. Okay. So now, as we do wrap up, I want to ensure that you have all the resources that you might need as you're getting started with Constant Contact. So if you have any questions about the topics that we've discussed in today's session, or you want further guidance as you're getting started, we do have a variety of resources to help out. Now, I'm going to include that link in the follow-up email along with the handout and the recording. You can also check out our new customer hub at constantcontact.com/get-started to find quick video tutorials, on-demand courses, more live webinars, and a link to our live Ask a Trainer drop-in sessions for instant answers and guidance. Now, you can also access the help link at the top right of your account, like you just saw that I just did a second ago, looking for hashtags, to find even more resources such as our full knowledge base of FAQs, our guides, more tutorials, and even find information on how to contact our support team from that page. Now, we would love to get your feedback. So when you close out of the webinar today, you're going to see a very short survey. I think it's only 3 questions. If you wouldn't mind, please take a few minutes to share your feedback with us. We read all of them. If there's changes that you're looking for, we do consider those. And we want to know what you thought of it. So definitely share your feedback. So I don't see any other questions popping in. So I'm going to give you guys a minute back to your day. But I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And thank you so much for joining. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Take care now. Bye.